Welcome to Journey Now, a podcast about following Jesus that takes on serious issues without ever taking itself too seriously. Each week, the pastors, staff, and friends of Journey Church in Brentwood, Tennessee gather to catch up, share life together, and laugh a little. Okay, a lot. Maybe too much. But along the way, they also explore what it really means to bring heaven to earth, share Jesus' hospitality, and live cross-shaped lives. Part babble, part Bible, and occasionally even thoughtful and entertaining. This is Journey Now.
All right.
Are we starting? Welcome
Yes.
to Journey Now.
Yes.
No, we're not.
Oh.
That's on me.
Who's recording? Just
Oh.
Yeah. That's. We're gonna.
Oh, look at that. Look at it's red.
It's red?
It's red.
Okay, we're going.
Hey, just so you know, welcome
Yep.
to Journey Now.
Yep.
If you wanted to listen to Suzie Lind today,
Nope.
tune out.
Nope.
We just lost half of our listeners.
Oh, easy. Seth is in. Brett Erre is in.
And that's about it.
Yep.
And they're traveling the world somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my name's John Fetterman, and it's good to be with you guys
Oh
from
my
Capitol
gosh.
Hill.
John
Timmons.
Fetterman.
So hi, Brad. Hi, Seth.
Fetterman only makes sense, people, if you're watching on the YouTube.
Yes,
yeah.
because he's
Yeah,
wearing
I wear a black
hooded
Carhartt.
sweatshirt.
Yeah.
And he's
I'd like to think I'm a little better shape than the Fetters these days. I'd
Okay.
like to just
Look
throw
at
that
you.
out
Yep.
there.
Yep.
Are you saying no? Why are
I'm
you
not
smiling?
saying anything. I don't know John
You
Fetterman.
Mother.
I think he's taller than you.
Shut up. Okay, so
That's code for something, and I don't
Yeah.
even know what.
Yeah.
all right, so because Susie's not here, and just to honor our female listeners, let's have another segment of why it's hard to be a man.
Yeah.
Okay. So Tim had given birth.
Yeah.
That was our last
yeah.
kind of
Yes, thank
last
you.
episode. So
Was it?
is there anything? What else? What else, guys? Can you think of any other thing that's just hard to be a man?
I had a hard night last night. I had a long day, working, and
Yeah.
I was,
Yeah. Supporting the
laying
family.
down on the couch, and Hillary was still working in the house because she had been working, with the kids and doing all these things all day. But she was doing other work. She was doing the dishes or something like that, which I had done a few during the day.
Sure.
And she just kept doing it. And I thought, you know what?
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
The couch needs my presence.
The couch needed my presence. And
Yeah.
she didn't say anything, but
She's- yeah.
she didn't need to. And I just felt like this is hard for me, honey.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Just watching you
Yes.
Yeah,
Work.
do that.
be selfless.
I know.
Yeah.
And
know.
I
Stop
felt
it, Hillary.
Yeah,
Is there shame
I
involved
felt
in that?
selfless.
Is there
Confrontation.
any-
Thank you, Tim.
Any
Yeah.
shame.
Tim, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
Yes.
Thank you
Yes.
so much.
So Hillary,
Yep.
How many times did you ask her to just
To
come on,
stop it. Come
join
on.
me on the
Come on.
couch over here?
Come on.
no, we did great. That was the dumbest thing I could think of. She's incredible.
She is incredible. And,
It's just she keeps going. It's like we're exhausted, and I'm like, I'm coming from love, and I'm drawing my boundaries, and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna take a break.
I'm done. I'm going to take a Sabbath.
And
Sabbath hour.
it's
Hillary.
Sabbath hour,
Yeah.
and she just keeps working.
Oh, that's hard.
That's hard on me.
It is.
It's
That is
hard on me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So if you just pray at all this week, pray for
Yeah.
Tim and
Yeah.
his ability to rest when
Yeah.
he needs it
Yeah.
and not
You
feel
know what?
guilted into it
Yeah.
by his very hardworking and lovely wife.
So this is a confrontation.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I would say for you, does your wife get sick of you wearing her t-shirts? Because again, it's just right there.
Kevin, I disagree. I think you look terrific.
Actually, this is my daughter's T-shirt.
Yes. Yeah.
From second grade?
No, actually from.
Is it really?
No.
Okay, that's
no,
fine.
no,
I think it's
no.
really good looking. Gosh,
You
Kev.
guys in my T-shirts. I don't get it.
Oh, whatever, Fetterman. He's taller than you, which I don't even know what that means. Seth Erre.
I think he's like 6'6".
Okay.
Like he's tall.
Okay.
He's from. He was. I used
Yep.
to live in Pennsylvania,
Yep.
so I know who that dude is.
So how's it hard to be a man?
I'm trying to figure that out.
Okay.
Do you have one this morning?
Do I have? Oh, I have so many.
Okay.
I have so many. Justin doesn't listen to this, so I'm totally safe.
Hillary does listen. So
Lori doesn't listen to this either. So
Oh,
Okay, you guys can say whatever.
yeah, all right.
Well, I don't know. I mean, is Hillary going to keep our secrets,
she-
or
she-
no,
or
somebody's
what?
going to tell her.
Yeah.
Keep it
Yeah.
secret. Keep it safe. She knows some stuff.
Yeah.
Keep it secret.
Let me-
keep it safe.
All right. I will just say this.
Yes.
My wife has become the hey while you're up person.
Oh yeah.
And so
Can you do a load of laundry?
Yeah, well,
While you're up,
it could be anything.
Yeah.
It could be like go get an ice cream bar from the fridge.
Yeah, sure.
It can be, hey, can you get water? Can you give Seth a shower?
Yeah.
It's just she has much better bladder than I do, so I'm always like I literally am sitting there saying I do not want to get up right now.
Don't get up.
Don't get up. Don't
Don't
get
do
up.
it. Don't do it.
And then sometimes it happens, and then I just know.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't think she's deviously sitting there strategizing, but she has a browser tab open of things that need to be done, and here's a doofus that just got onto his feet.
Right. I'm so sorry.
And so thank you.
Yeah, that's hard.
That's hard.
That's hard.
That's very hard.
Yeah, that's right.
So anyway. Seth, don't tell your mother anything. Okay, Seth, this is just between us. All right. We have.
Yes.
The first question we've got today.
The first question
really
is
good.
freaking deep.
Yes, I got
Here we go.
my phone out.
So here's what you guys need to know.
Yeah.
Kevin Dixon and Suzie Lind get the text questions.
Yeah.
And there are some people who know that, who
Yeah.
will text them to just, have
Random
fun
stuff.
or say hello or random stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
But there are also some really heartbreaking texts that they
my
get that
gosh,
are
yes.
unbelievably pastoral or questions that are just super, super difficult.
Yeah.
And Kevin, bless his heart, in the southern and northern way,
Both.
answers all of them.
Yeah, he does.
And so we got one that we were like, okay, well, this one needs to be answered on the podcast. So go ahead.
Okay.
And if you got kids, this would probably be a good time to.
Yeah. Tune out.
Earmuffs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Earmuffs.
Seth, be careful.
Okay,
Yeah.
here we go.
Okay.
Here it is. It was early in the gathering.
What time?
9:04.
9:04. Okay, so this Sunday morning during the first gathering.
Yeah, like
Okay.
right out of the gate. So
I'm ready.
And it said, I don't see the video of the service on YouTube.
Oh man.
I'm only getting the audio. FYI. Which it took me a hot minute.
Yeah. Because that could mean a whole lot of things.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I
For
was.
your information.
Oh,
it
is
could
that-
mean,
oh,
well, it could
see,
be
I thought.
fudge,
Yeah.
Oh, right.
your,
Yeah.
individual.
Intestines.
Yeah. Any.
But
Or outie, you know what I mean?
thankfully, shortly after came another text. It said, "Now I see it."
Oh, okay. What
man.
time
With
is
a
that?
thumbs up.
Okay.
Man.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah. So we dodged the bullet there, guys.
Yeah, and
Okay.
so
thank you.
I answered and
Yeah, what-
said, "Did you take your blindfold off?"
Kevin.
Yes.
Kevin,
Did you
there
really?
it is.
No, I
Okay.
didn't.
No, I actually would have thought he would have done that. 'Cause there are-
That could have been a movie reference
Kevin,
from Miss Congeniality.
Totally. Kevin
I
has been
I
known
have.
to get a little snarky on the text line. Okay, so just know if you've been the recipient of snark, that is Kevin Dixon. That is not Suzie.
Yeah.
That is Kevin Dixon.
Yeah.
Who will sometimes answer, "That's above my pay grade," in response to a very sincere question. And we've
Sometimes
decided,
it is.
It is.
I get a
and we
question.
have
When you
decided-
get a question, on text line that says, "Okay, is the rapture on Tuesday?"
Yeah.
I usually respond to those with, maybe.
Yeah,
But that
that's
is
fair.
above my pay grade.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I will say this though.
And today's Tuesday.
Yeah,
by
I was
the way.
going to say, guys.
It was supposed to happen. So I haven't heard from Suzie yet.
Oh no! And
So-
she's ahead of
and
us.
she's ahead of us. She's
Yeah.
6 hours ahead of
Oh.
us. And I don't think her presence on the earth tells us anything.
Totally valid. Totally valid.
So I mean,
Well,
it could still have happened and Suzie be here.
I have been looking to the east all day.
All day.
Come
on. So
And
yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing, man.
Nothing.
Okay. So the YouTube crisis was averted. Tim, thank you. And-
By the way, there was a pretty funny. Okay,
I didn't
so last
mean to-
night.
Yep, here it is.
We just derailed.
By the way, if your kids are, if you left the room because of the inappropriate stuff, that was the FYI was the most inappropriate thing.
Yeah. Yet.
That's right. It's just
Okay.
the three of us.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is going to translate at all,
Do
but
it.
this was really funny. It's Monday night.
Oh, no.
The night before
Night before Rapture.
Rapture. And somebody said, I am so petty. I'm going to lay out a couple of outfits in my driveway on September 24th. So when my MAGA neighbor walks his dog, he will think me and my dog made it to heaven for the rapture, and they didn't. That made me laugh.
I mean, come on.
That made you laugh.
Come on. I
That's
just
a funny
you mean-
bit anyways,
I
like just
don't
to
get-
lay your stuff out.
Totally.
Yeah, you mean you don't get to wear clothes at the rapture?
Well, look at me today.
Oof.
Anyways, that was maybe inappropriate.
I do think no. I think you're right. I think you're right. There's an assumption there that we go naked.
Yeah,
and
I'm not sure that's true.
I don't know. Where's the Bible verse?
That one is above my pay grade.
There it is. There it is. Good. Way to come back.
I'm like,
what are the LDS? What do they wear underneath? Like
sacred undergarments, right?
Yeah. So maybe that stays on.
Maybe that's it. I don't know. All I'm saying is, if my transformed body looks like this one, I'm gonna want a cloak. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm hoping.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm hoping that the new creation means that we go at all like the Jesus age of 33.
Yeah,
and that's the body we all.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah,
like that would be nice.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember your body at 33.
I mean, it was better than this one. Okay,
It was a wonderland. Faux show.
Well, I will say, as Tim and I hot tub together around that time in the great city of Irvine.
Irvine,
California.
Okay.
And Tim and I, we were athletes, and one of us still is
basketball.
Yeah.
But we did play basketball. Yeah. We played football.
Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, I don't want to take us off track with the details of our exploits.
Yes, I appreciate that.
Our bodies at 33.
Were.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, Wonderland isn't strong enough a word.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kevin.
Yeah.
So we did introduce a new series, Tears for Fears.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jeremiah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And there was a great and vast difference between first service and second service. So if you were at first service,
no, I was at first.
you got maps.
Maps.
You got more maps.
Oh my
God! Possibly
a
plethora of maps. And in the second service, you just got one map.
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 Did you use Google Maps or a different map?
Nope, I used Google Search for the map.
Yeah.
Oh,
yep.
Nice.
It's
not
amazing.
ChatGPT.
Nope. I've actually never used ChatGPT. I wouldn't even know how to use it. You know, maybe this is the week. Can you write me?
I think if you ask Google how to use ChatGPT,
will ChatGPT tell me how to use itself?
Yeah, I think it would.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
that is scary. But I will say this: I've never used it. I do download freesermons.com every week, and that's why we're doing Jeremiah.
Yeah,
because
that's the one that was
the one on sale.
Yeah,
that's your Tim chosen bit.
That was the 2-for-1 deal. We'll get you 2 for 1.
Yeah, Jeremiah and Lamentations for the price of Jeremiah.
That's right.
So people are like, "Why do you do Jeremiah?" Well, because it's already done.
Yeah.
Yep. And so the plan was maps, and I had to adapt.
Yeah.
So thank you for nothing. Sermonfree.com.
I took one science class in college. One science class.
You did?
Maps and landforms.
Oh, dude, you are full of landforms.
Oh man, what a great science class.
You are topology, Kevin.
Yes.
Yep. Topology right there.
I knew you were going for the shirt.
Hey, you're the one that's talking about being golden here.
The way it was. Cut ice over here.
Oh, so anyway, all that is to say, guys, we miss Suzie. We love Suzie.
Yeah.
We love our church. There were maps. There were not maps.
Yep. Yes.
People showed up. People left, and I mean, all in all, we'll call it a wash. Yeah, and we'll do it again next week. All right, but we introduced the concept of exile because that book ends Jeremiah. It is the reason for the book. It is the subject of the book, and it is the tragic ending of the book. And so when the new writers of the New Testament, at least some of them, are rummaging around for what does it mean to be a Christian who is home but not home?
Right.
Exile, foreigner, stranger is the vocabulary they pulled from, which is rich, imaginary fodder for how it is that we relate in the world. So clearly, to be in exile doesn't mean you're pulled away or you're pulled out or you're disinterested. No. And we'll get to this in Jeremiah, but the instructions of the exiles were, no, be the best citizens of your city because your identity is not of there. And so exile, as we talked about, is an identity statement. It's a place of standing where if we really believe the story ends the way that it does, then it's congruent to forgive enemies. If we believe this is all there is, and scarcity is the name of the game, well, then of course you would never forgive your enemies.
You're gonna win now.
Yeah, exactly, and do anything to it.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to describe exile kind of in that range of vocabulary to say, So there are loads of things happening in culture where it's tempting for Jesus people to use non-Jesus methods to accomplish Jesus's agenda or what they think is Jesus's agenda.
Yeah.
And to just say, I think exile calls that into question.
Yeah.
And so there are...
and I, by the way, I did love a few
slew of
things.
Questions. Yes.
Pre-question.
Oh.
Just, I loved the idea or the notion that the Jesus community exiles would be the best citizens anywhere. Like they would be the best citizens of any country they're a part of. They should be. We should be, as the blessers of our land, that the ones who are, making the way of Jesus beautiful in those places. Yeah. That's really beautiful. I go, yes, I want to be a part of that.
Yes. Because we're not identified with... So we can actually be the fairest, the most gentle, the most involved, including participatory, because we have nothing to lose. There's no rights we're fighting for, ideally. So that doesn't happen naturally to us. We're discipled into partisan discipleship and tribalism. Yeah. And so loads of questions.
Yeah. And a lot of them revolve around the word exile. So, but this one, it dives a little deep. So
let's do it.
Buckle up.
Yeah. Why was the YouTube broken?
Yeah, and
over my pay grade.
Because the video was in exile.
Exactly.
All right. I kept thinking about two things during this sermon.
Ooh. Lunch and dinner.
Ooh. Football.
Lunch and football. I'm sorry.
The story about God walking through the cut in half animal twice, which was a bull, by the way, and the idea that salvation is more communal than personal. And this is the question in conjunction with that. Is it fair to say that even though we may feel exiled, Jesus' death and resurrection broke that cycle of choose death, i.e. exile, essentially being the final trip to the West or to our home?
Yeah.
And you probably have to explain to the West.
Yeah. That's good. First of all, highly intelligent question from a highly intelligent person named Chris Chronomakia. Okay, so that's fantastic.
Okay,
Seth will get that reference.
I'll let you know that I wasn't going to say his name.
No, I know, but this is a Sethi reference,
okay.
so I just got it. So, and it's a good question.
It is.
He didn't ask the YouTube question, so we're going to keep that person.
Well, that was his first question.
No, okay. So there's this pattern in the early chapters of Genesis where God's people, it starts with Adam and Eve, are given a choice between life and death. When they choose death, they're banished, and they always go eastward.
Right.
This happens with Cain and Abel. This happens with the Tower of Babel, part Bible, which I resent, by the way. All of this is Bible.
And isn't that how we learn new languages?
Yes. And they form in the east the city of Babylon. God scatters them. And out of that scattering, he picks one family unit that has been scattered that starts to come back towards the promised land, but not all the way. They settle in Haran. God calls Abram, hey, finish the journey, come back to the promised land. When the people grow into a nation delivered out of slavery, they're in the promised land, they're given the choice of life and death through the covenant, the end of Deuteronomy, and the punishment of choosing death is exile, and exile to the east. And so this happens, of course, Jeremiah is in the middle of calling people to that. And so when the exiles are permitted to return when the Persian Empire takes power, they almost retrace the steps of Abraham. It's this beautiful picture. Except this time, when they're back in the promised land, they are oppressed by a series of foreign empires. And so they're back in the land, but they're not back in the land. They still viewed themselves as in exile. Yeah. So the Old Testament closes with two issues. Israel is at home, but not at home. They're still in exile. And humanity is home, but not at home. Because the writers are drawing a parallel between what is happening to Israel and what happened to the earliest humans, and as a result, all of us. Yep. And so Jesus comes, obviously, as the answer to both exiles. And what's fascinating is that Hebrews really plays on this when it talks about him being crucified outside the city. Like that idea. Now that's also a priestly idea of outside the camp is where the scapegoat would go and all of those sorts of things.
There's a lot of theology packed into outside the city.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it it follows into eternity.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway.
So Jesus kind of comes and if you look at the curses of exile, he ultimately lives the blessings of the covenant and the curses of the covenant on our behalf.
Right.
So he experiences the ultimate exile, right? And into the realm of death, the land of the dead, and the ultimate return, which was raised to life and life eternal.
Yep.
So he breaks to the questioner's point. He breaks the cycle of choose life, choose death. Although, like John will say in John 3:16, whoever believes in him will not perish but have eternal life. It's the same set of options now set before humanity again.
Yep.
And so what's interesting is that hell gets pictured as banishment.
Exile.
So yes, and so Revelation has this place where people are outside the city. That's how the book ends, with people outside the city. It's like, well, doesn't sound like lake of fire stuff. That sounds interesting. That sounds like banishment. So Jesus does.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So all that is to say, to Kevin's point, there are these themes that are woven all throughout that get played out in Jesus in very symbolic ways. One of which is that Jesus brings Israel home, but he does it in a way, and he does it for us. He does it in a way that is so utterly confusing, because we thought return from exile meant
Conquer,
get rid of evil, no more suffering, no more oppressive empires, and he didn't. He dealt with the ultimate kind of Pharaoh and empire, the Satan, the powers and the principalities, but they're still at work in the world.
Yeah.
And so we sit between this. We're like Israel in the land without being. We still are in exile in a very real way.
When you say we, you're referring to who?
The church now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Peter is looking at Christians, and in my view, he's rummaging around for vocabulary to describe the fact that earth is their home, but it's also not their home in its current state.
Right.
And so exile is a beautiful picture of that, particularly when the Israelites were in the promised land, but they were still oppressed.
Yeah.
So we're still on earth, but we're still oppressed.
Right.
Power and sin of death and all those things. So the great, the Old Testament ends with Israel asking, hey, when will the deliverer come? And the New Testament ends with the same question. The deliverer has come, but when will he come again?
Right.
And so there are these parallels, I think, throughout Old Testament and New Testament. Today, absolutely.
Continue.
No, oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Rapture
Day.
Yeah.
Where, hopefully, I'm fine. If you want to say it's Tuesday,
let's go.
I think Tuesday's a great day.
Feels right.
Yeah.
Guys. Where'd you go? Guys, hey! Have I been left behind? What?
Oh yeah,
Kevin was just reenacting. Kevin was just reenacting Rapture.
Yeah.
This is exactly. Edwin was like, "What the hell are you guys doing over there?" And it's like Kevin just shushed us.
That was good.
And it was like, and we went.
Yeah.
And poor Edwin is stuck.
Yeah.
I think that was the implication.
What if all you heard was Edwin go, guys?
I was trying to. If I would have known, I would have texted Edwin and been like, "Okay, Edwin, now's your chance, bro. Now's your chance."
Where'd you guys go?
Why just a sweatshirt?
And you could just wipe it. Just a sweatshirt. Yes. Oh, that's so
Kevin's
good.
on fire.
That's so good. Mike is disappointed because he's naked in the new heaven.
Yes.
He's so pissed.
Or Edwin would have gone, Mike, why are you and I here?
Yeah, even better. That's right. Oh, I just got a text from Suzie. She's still here too.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yes,
back to the second coming
of Jesus. Who knows?
And if you're one of the 12 listeners and down to 6,
right. We lost the minute they found out Suzie was gone. We were cut in half, and then we led with, "Well, how's it hard to be a man?" And then it was down to
so
3. It's literally literally Brad and Christy Hall,
and then
and we love you, Christy.
And then the
so
rapture
much.
happened, and then one of them.
Yeah. Well, you know Seth is going.
I was gonna say Seth might be the only one going. It'd be like,
I think
dang it.
Yeah.
You might get home and be like, "Where's Seth?"
Yeah.
It's like, it happened.
Yeah, but there would
all the puppies are gone. All the kids with Down syndrome are gone.
Yes.
All the prayer warrior little old ladies in every church ever are gone.
But you wouldn't know Seth is gone because he never wore clothes, so he would be just
true.
That's
true.
I usually don't agree with Kevin.
You know what?
He's got a really good point.
You know what? There would just be a trail of floppies everywhere.
Those are the little things.
Yeah, so
Seth
my son, has these little these. I don't know how to describe them. They're pieced together like Frankenstein. They're usually 2 shoe inserts.
Yeah.
I'm on t-shirt focus over here. And they have these little clips, and then it's to a ribbon, and then it's glorious.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
all that Seth would leave behind
is one of
a
those
trail of floppies. That's it. It'd be like nothing else, and I would leave a sweatshirt.
Glorious.
Okay.
Glorious.
So back to Chris.
I'm sorry.
The other thing that Hebrews does that's really, really powerful is he talks about all of the Christian, not the kind of the Hall of Faith folks who were waiting for
Hebrews
a land
11.
that was not their own.
Yep.
And so this is a really rich image in the book of Hebrews, as Kevin was saying. And so, we sit in a way as exiles. And it's really important to understand when Paul says our citizenship is in heaven, he doesn't mean, guys, we're just, we're waiting for the floaty place after we die.
Yeah.
The heavens is a realm of God's authority that exists now that will be married to earth. And so this is our home. The earth is our home. Human bodies, all of that is home.
Yeah.
But there's still this, but I'm not home feeling to human history, right? We still grieve cancer and death and mental illness and all the things. And yet we know that these don't have the final word. So we're able to sort of live, Paul says, between the times. The fulfillment of the ages has come upon the church. And so that just means we're in some ways the presence of the future. Right?
Oh.
Which is such a great image.
Yeah. So we have to go back to the future. Yeah.
That's 7? That's 7. That's
7 movie references. Kevin's palette, his movie palette, has expanded
in 2 days. In literally 2 days. It's only been Miss Congeniality and
and what was the other one?
The 70s show, that damn 70s show.
Is that what it was?
Isn't that right?
What was the other movie?
I don't know.
You surprised us with one.
Oh, when we were over there in the meeting.
Yeah.
But yesterday we had a little meeting and Kev just chucked out. I mean, it was. Yeah, so he's at 7. That's a 7th.
Yeah, 7 movie references.
Okay, let's keep going.
Oh yeah, we did. Those aren't pillows.
Yeah.
So he got that one.
Well, we said it and he got it.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, do we?
I get credit for that.
Do we need to tell about
Trains, planes, and
Whisper?
automobiles.
Remember? Were you there?
I was there.
Yeah,
I don't know if it'll translate.
No, okay, it won't translate.
Yeah.
Okay. All I'm saying is Kevin dropped
on fire.
Yeah. So if Kevin's ratio of hit and miss is disproportionate.
10 to 90.
The hit that he laid down last Monday in one of the meetings, and we just can't explain it, so it's dumb to talk about, was one of the greatest hits in the history of any hit ever.
Yeah. Gorgeous.
It was Yep. The greatest, and so well delivered.
It's still true.
And it was a quote from a lyric of a Wham song.
Yeah.
So appropriately placed.
Yep.
So anyway,
and a song that Robert despises. So.
Yes. Yeah. So anyway, back to Exile.
Yeah.
And some of you feel an exile from this podcast.
Yeah. I don't feel at home anymore in this podcast.
Yeah. Nobody. We're literally talking to ourselves right now. Okay. So great question, and yes.
We're gonna do whatever we want.
Yeah. Grant, what are you gonna do?
He's not even here.
He's not even.
He's gone. He's a Rapture.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Is there any other question? It's only 10:43. it would just take everything.
Did we answer Chris's?
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know if we did.
All right. It feels like we shouldn't ask anything way too serious. So
this is my electrolyte drink.
Do you think? Here's the question. Let's sum this up a little bit.
Okay.
That's a nice pink.
It is nice pink. Thank you.
So is it fair to say that Jesus broke that cycle of choose death or exile, essentially, for us?
For those who say yes to him, yes.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's the same cycle, right?
Right.
Explain that.
So I would say in two ways. Number one, as a human being, we are made for Eden, which is we're earthlings, right? We're at home. And there's some deep disconnect between self, God, others, creation itself. And so Jesus restores us in two ways. One, he restores us to God, and the other, he restores us back to creation and other people.
Genesis 1:2.
Genesis 1 and 2, absolutely. And so God's intention was always to create a community of people who would put his rulership on display to everybody, as we know.
Yep.
And the task given to that people was always choose life. And you're choosing life not just for you, but for the sake of the nations. And so what Jesus has done is he's taken that choice, he's personalized it, so it's no longer ethnically bounded or geographically bounded. It's open to everybody who just comes into him in his body through faith and baptism. And now we're given that same commission to choose life for the sake of the nations. Now, for those of us in him, that Jesus has disrupted the normal patterns of death, punishment, reward, and whatever. It's grace in which we stand. And so the future justification of God comes forward in Christ, and by faith we've been given an A grade for the life that we're going to live. So live a life as if you already earned the. Yeah, exactly right. For those outside of Christ, I don't know. I mean, how that works after you die. If you see Christ and every knee will bow or tongue confess, and you're like, oh my goodness, I had no idea this was true. Yeah. I have no idea how it works. But there are enough images when Jesus talks about Gehenna, or even in Revelation, where hell is this banishment from the good. It's not eternal torture. God didn't torture Adam and Eve when they left the garden. They were kept from the good. So this picture of hell as eternal torture, I personally, and I know this is controversial, but I personally don't think the Bible supports that idea. I think hell, if anything, is an exile. And the question is, can you return? Because in every other instance, you can return. Right. So I don't know.
Because the invitation is always there.
The invitation is always open. And so, so the writer of Revelation makes a big deal about the gates of the city being open. Some read into that as like you could come back. Who knows? We have no details except to say the image of exile is an image that is pulled all the way through, and an image of return. So Adam and Eve are in Eden, which I think is part of the promised land. They get banished to the east. God calls Abraham back to the promised land. They get banished, hundreds of years later. They go back to the promised land. Jesus comes into the promised land. So I think the return to Eden has always been kind of the motif of we're in exile, but there's a home for us. And I think that gets sort of spiritualized in some good ways and then in some bad ways when Jesus comes, because we talk about heaven as this floaty place, but heaven is just the renewal of earth. That's what heaven will ultimately turn out to be. Yeah. So we're back in the garden in a manner of speaking, but now it's pictured as a city. Yeah. And there are people that exist, and again, I don't know how much of this is symbolic or not, but there are people that exist outside the city. So all that is to say, we're still confronted with the choice between life and death. I don't know how far that goes into eternity.
But it matches with the idea that there were people that existed outside the garden.
Bro.
So it carries.
That's a Genesis series right there.
Well, nice. If you want to,
I'm just saying. I mean, killer pull.
But it mirrors the beginning and the end. I mean,
come on,
mirror each other.
Just say it.
So the church, is it at home now, or is it? Are we still exiles?
Oh, yes. So I think we're still exiles because Peter refers to us that way.
Okay.
But he means...
He also calls us strangers and aliens.
Yeah, well, that whole word group
Yeah.
is really interesting.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it doesn't just mean we've been banished somewhere, because we're not banished.
Right.
But we're not at home either.
Right.
So that's true morally, socially, culturally, absolutely true in all of those realms. But, and this is the tricky part. In some ways we've come home, and in some ways we haven't. So the New Testament will envision us as the presence of the future, right? So God's future has come forward in Christ. All of us who are in Christ experience God's future, the pouring out of the Spirit, the resurrection of the dead, all of those things. We get to experience that now, right? New creation, Paul says, new creation has come if anyone is in Christ. So all of that gets pulled forward into the present with us. But we live in this now and not yet motif. So we're in exile, but we're not in exile.
Right.
And
so the kingdom has come.
Yes, and we're waiting.
And we're waiting.
Yes.
Yeah.
So are we home? Yes, because we're earthlings and we're human.
Yeah.
So we're home.
Yeah.
Are we not home? Yes, because sin and death still oversee the world. The powers and principalities have some sort of authority.
Yes.
But are we like spiritually home? Well, yeah, we're in Christ. Our life has disappeared with Christ in God.
Okay.
And so that, I think that's the generative nature of the question is, in what senses are we still waiting?
So as we go through this life, this is one of the questions in there as well.
So good transition. You're
gold.
on fire, dude.
As we live out
Everything on fire.
this faith life,
Should host podcasts.
I should.
Journey on
yes,
the mind.
On the mind. Did you see that? No, the video won't start. The question becomes, should we make this our home?
Bro, you go. That tees Kevin Dixon up so beautifully.
It's the question I think that we all wrestle with. What are we working towards making this our home?
Yeah.
Or are
so
we
good, Kev.
Or are we living into what
I'm saying nothing.
You're saying nothing.
No,
you have thought?
Dude, that's so set up for you.
I'm excited about this. I love that.
You love this
That's
question.
a genius question, Kev.
It's so apropos.
Yeah, it really is. Because this is the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
It is.
Of what does it mean to be too invested in the status quo.
Right.
Or So go.
Well, the struggle is we want it to be what we want it to be, so that we feel comfortable, we feel safe, we feel all the things in this current iteration of humanity. And so we do all we can to protect our family, protect ourselves, do the things. And in reality, there's the end of that is we all die. The end the end of that is that we can't.
Right.
There's a futility to creating utopia in the current state of the world.
Yeah.
Because it's not yet ready.
Yeah.
It's not yet, but we use a lot of our energy, we use a lot of our resources to create something that isn't meant to be yet.
But isn't that the theology at the moment? A current theology is that we're trying to purify our land so that we will be ready.
Right. And that was the goal of the Pharisees. That was the goal and it is the goal of many people, to see if we can purge the land of evil so that there can be this revival, per se, that takes hold in the country that allows for us to experience heaven on earth.
Yeah, I mean, somebody I'm about to talk to today, I'm having a big conversation with today, would kind of say, wouldn't you want that? Wouldn't you want
this isn't a question of want.
Goodness of God, people to be influencing this land so that we can become more and more beautiful?
Right. As long as it's done in a Jesus way. And that's where we started the conversation. The Jesus way is not power over. We've seen this story play out countless times throughout history, where the church is married to the government in ways that says, okay, you're all going to be Christian now, and you're all going to behave like Christians, and we're all going to, and
we know how that goes.
And we know how that ends. Not well. It ends in a place where the church becomes corrupted by its own power, and then it becomes something other than a a Jesus movement where if Jesus wanted to do that, and this is probably the most obvious thing to say, but he would have just done it with the Roman government. He would just come in and say, okay, I'm going to be the emperor, and we're going to take Christianity, and we're going to take Yahweh to the ends of the earth, and we're going to do it militarily. We're going to vanquish our enemies. Yeah. We're going to do all the things because I'm here, I'm the Messiah, and I'm wielding the sword. Yeah. And we're just going to take this to the ends of the earth, and we're going to make every knee bow and every tongue confess. We're going to make them. But somehow he ends up on a cross. And somehow he ends up in a place that is totally different than what even the people of that day thought would. But yet Christianity influences, the life of Jesus influences so many people in a way where they are subtly influential through loving their neighbor and loving each other and loving God. And it was never meant to be a power over deal. That's why the invitation is so real. That's why the invitation is to come to him and he will give us life and he will give us what we need. And the invitation is real. It's not, you don't meet God through a sword. You meet God through a suffering servant.
I mean, I'll preach.
Yeah, I heard a lot about that this week.
Yeah.
A lot of the sword language.
Yeah.
But used in a different way, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really intrigued, Mike, and I was telling you this the other day, just how we see Jeremiah, because there's a voice that's calling a country, a people into something. And I think there's a whole group of people saying, we want to be the Jeremiahs.
Yeah.
Who we know this Titanic ship is going down.
Yeah.
And we want to be the Jeremiahs saying, guys, repent from your ways and let's do this, because if we become this, we become beautiful.
But here's what's interesting. Here's what's just so fascinating.
Yeah.
That invitation is given to God's people.
Explain that.
I mean, the entire thrust of the Bible
is
it's for God's people.
Yeah.
It's just
to God's people, for God's people.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then ultimately their faithfulness then is for the world.
Right.
But it's through their faithfulness, not the
calling everybody else to this thing.
Yeah. And that's where the whole Christian nationalism project is just so wrong-headed. It's, we make this country, our goal is to make this country Christian so that it's blessed.
Yeah.
And you're like, nope, that's not the goal. For the church, all the thrusts of the New Testament commands are to the church. So church, be pure. Church, live the sexual ethic of the gospel.
Right.
Hey, church, do that.
Yeah.
And what we've done is we've said, okay, well, that means then the primary way we witness to the world about our distinctiveness is through voting. And that is the absolutely least Christian thing that we do. The most Christian, the most political thing we do are create these counter-narrative cultures.
Yeah, we love our neighbor.
That's it.
And our enemy.
So I'm all for more people coming to Jesus. Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
It's just how that, and there's a difference between a nation of Christians versus a Christian nation.
Yeah.
And, Kevin had this great line years, probably months ago, where he was just like, I don't even have a Christian family, let alone, or a family of Christians, let alone like it's hard enough. Like how in the world would you have a nation of Christians?
Yeah.
So for me, the entire thrust of the New Testament is not to transform the world, it's to transform the church. And as the church is transformed, they will bear witness to the reality of Jesus.
Yeah.
But to sit with all the sexual sin in our midst and say, nope, the most Christian thing we can do now is vote against. I just go, man, I don't know how you read the New Testament and come to that conclusion. I don't get it. So, and that doesn't mean there aren't really smart people who would believe
that. Right.
But I think the project of turning non-Christians into Christians is in the way that Kevin described through that sort of like
power,
legislation,
legislation,
political
power over,
whatever.
Right.
Now, and they would say, well, listen, but the church does have a preserving function in society. But yes, but what is the church preserving? Is it non-Christian culture that dates back to 1950? Is it some sort of Christian influence over culture? What is the church to preserve?
Right.
And it's to be a storehouse for the gospel, right? That's the preservation is that the church is entrusted with the gospel.
Yeah.
And that message, both embodied and declared, is the gift it has to offer the world.
And shockingly enough, Jesus on the last day that he said that
Before he was raptured?
Yes. Before the
On a Tuesday, continue.
It was.
Yeah.
He prayed that we would be unified so that somehow the world would know that he is who he said he was.
Totally.
And
right?
That we would be.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the gift we give the world.
Yeah. That we can hold our diversity.
Yeah.
We can hold our individuality, but come together around the person of Christ and find unity there.
Come on.
That's the miracle. That's the truth of the church. That's where the world says, oh, there's something different there.
Right.
Because right now, I mean, anybody can do power over.
Come on. Well, you tried it this morning on the pickleball court.
And it didn't work. I lost.
Kevin tried it. And first of all, his back is hurting from carrying, the church.
The whole time.
My gym bag.
You know what?
I picked up my gym
second
bag.
or third fat joke. And by the way,
no, I
Seth
meant if you're playing together, he's carrying.
No, he's carrying Robert.
Okay. He's carrying Robert on his back today. Man, I get it. That makes sense.
That makes so much sense. So his back was hurt, but he tried power over, bro.
Yeah, I got some Tylenol on the curve.
I will say though, accidentally, I hit him right in the chest with a ball.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah. He doesn't have as much cushion as I do, so it kind of it hurt his spine. Is what that did. His spine is bruised at the end of that.
It was.
He got a welt on his back.
So damn sorry.
All right.
Okay.
Suzie, hope you don't
Hey,
listen to that.
Suzie,
Dude,
enjoy
you
yourself.
gotta stop vaping.
I know, but hey, keeps me sane.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Journey Now. If for some bizarre reason you liked it, help us spread the word by leaving a review and sharing it on your socials. Journey Now is a production of Journey Church in Brentwood, Tennessee. Edwin Rivera III produces the show and fixes all the guests' slurping, gum chewing, coughing, and other annoying sounds. Randy Hansen provides technical assistance, even though he denies it. Grant Opperman edits Journey Now and intervenes when necessary to tell the crew that you can't say that. Special shout out to dear listener Brad Erre and dear YouTube watcher Seth Erre. If there's anyone else who makes it through each week, we're so sorry, and thanks to you too.